So today I have the honor of interviewing Marco Dal Santos uh, for my community, for the blog at Jorico, and to basically for him to share his story, how he found his job in Milano, what strategies he used, where he comes from, basically telling all the details about his story and what made him successful. So thank you very much, Marco, for taking the time to come on Skype with me here and to tell your story.
Thank you.
So I suggest that you just start right away with, tell a little bit about yourself and
Yep.
then dive into your story.
Okay. Thanks, Daniel, for your time. Basically, I'm a project manager in digital media and software agency. I've been working in this sector for years. Basically, what my profile is a very Italianish project manager, as they call it. So I speak Italian, English, Spanish, some words of German. I've started my job search in the end of 2012, but I focused completely the time of my job search starting from February and March 2013. I've at that time just completed my PMP certification, so I was collaborating with different companies at that time in Italy and UK as a consultant. So my main challenges for sure was to change my job because I'm willing to, to find another and better job
Mhm.
because I was not feeling myself so confident when I was working, and as everybody, wanting to change his conditions in a better job where everybody can feel better and happier. So I started coaching with Daniel. I think the things that I have to face, the biggest challenges I have to face was that I would to force myself to move, to stay, not to stay at my desk, typing, searching for job opportunities. Yeah, because I thought that was the only way to search a new job, and I realized that it was not the proper way to do it. So I find myself to say, okay, I have to go out to try to get in touch with people and to do it professionally, not for only for fun, and also to get into the challenge of asking friends, peers, everybody that I know who could be help me in supporting me in searching for my new job. So my starting point was, as Daniel suggested, to refresh my contact list, to getting back with friends, with people I was not talking from a long time, and it was a hard job, incredibly time consuming job for sure, but I find it very useful. It returned a lot of contacts, of leads, ideas, suggestions, and contacts. So I thought and considered a strategy to do this. And following Daniel's suggestions, I think uh, the only thing I could get the result was to think globally and act locally, as to put it. So what I did is, in terms of the final user. So if a great company is searching for myself, how can get in touch with the right people, not going through all the HR process.
Mhm.
So which I organized my time around my target companies. I searched a lot the right people, and so I also started thinking about good things and cool things to propose, how to propose myself. So I started drafting emails, to drafting speeches, what to say and how, email intros, and so on.
Okay.
So my strategy was focused on the idea. Remember me, you have on the market many project managers. So I have to highlight what I could do differently from the other people.
Very good.
So telling what is not exactly what you need now is something you will never remember. So my strategy was focused on, okay, this guy probably is not proposing me exactly what I need now, but I will never remember, forget this person. So I followed Daniel's suggestion, to get how to get in touch with people, how to keep track of my efforts in contacting people, and I started from my strategy and focus on an everyday life. Every day, every single step to go through and to get closer to my goal.
Hmm.
So
Can I ask
what
you a
made me
question there
Sure,
quickly?
sure.
When you say you got in contact with your list of people, basically with the list of 90 people you created in the coaching, what did you tell them? You know, how did you get in contact with them? Did you send you know a mass email, or did you meet them? Did you call them, or what did you specifically do there?
Yeah, I started from as a quick email, as you suggested us.
Hmm.
So if it was a person I met earlier or a person I didn't know, doesn't really matter. But a quick, short email
Hmm.
to grab to grab the interest of this person, and and I replied several times to those persons that didn't reply immediately.
Hmm.
And then if I get back an email, I start to build a relationship with a more personal approach
Hmm.
and also a direct call, then phone calls,
Hmm.
Skype calls. Then with my goal, final goal was to meet them face to face,
Okay.
as you suggested.
Okay.
So because it's the most direct way.
Exactly, exactly. It's the most effective way to build a relationship in a short amount of time. And so, these strategies, did you use them mainly for people you didn't have in your network yet, or okay, okay, or
Both of them basically, but because I found that former colleagues
hmm,
can give you a lot of connection you didn't imagine really,
yeah,
and I realized that they are very useful to say, yeah, but I met years ago a person that you could be find useful for your job search. This is the name. This is his mobile phone, and I've never thought this guy would know a person like this. So I was full of contacts to go through and to
yeah.
contact. So it was overwhelming but incredibly amazing, because okay, I've now a huge number of persons that know me,
Hmm.
and they know what I am or what I could do for them. So
Okay, okay. So, what were the results from going through the list of people that you knew?
well, basically, they gave me a lot of insights of incoming jobs, incoming strategies for the companies, what they were building to what they are creating in the next 6 months.
Hmm.
So also insights of business insights. And so, okay, I can go in that specific direction that is according with my personal professional profile.
Hmm.
And also direct ideas that small companies around the Europe they are building, they're creating and thinking they're going to do. So I use this information without a context in order to say, those guys over there are amazing to do this amazing new application. This made me incredibly appealing, incredibly cool to the eyes of the other guys.
That is
So
really interesting. That is really interesting. So you basically asked the people that you had in your network already for information. You didn't ask them for a job, right? You asked them for information. So you got a lot of very useful information and insights from those people that you were then able to use in the market to go after new projects or product launches or mergers or any type of change in the market, and connect basically information with connections. That is
exactly.
very, very good. That's incredibly powerful.
It's based on what you told us during your coaching session. Basically, I realized how powerful it is to open the ears and the minds of the people I was contacting. Okay, you are not asking me something to do or not asking me a due job,
Yeah,
but you're sharing information. This is is a cool thing, is a valuable thing, and it's free. You're
exactly,
not.
exactly. Very, very
Isn't
good. Fantastic.
So basically, on following this idea, I also got back from my former colleagues and the people I met for the very first time good feedback on my professional profile. They were completely straightforward. They told me, Marco, you don't speak a proper French, because I really don't speak French, if you know that. So they say, if your professional goal is to go to Geneva and to work in a digital media agency, you have to. It's a must have. So I strongly suggest you learn before you go there to work, to learn some French in any way you would love, but do it. And so what changed in my professional job search was, okay, so let's change our mind. Let's focus on a way to get to my goal that is longer probably but better. And I find myself, okay, now I can do this, and so I changed the goal of my job search, and I immediately get the goal.
Very good.
So this is was amazing. It was amazing because I get immediately the results.
So basically, what you're saying is the people that you met and the people you talked to helped you also form the goal or reform the goal, and
Yeah.
basically helped you throughout the entire process. So the people you contacted helped you a lot with all of those parts, not just with information, but also with motivation and with guidance, especially.
Yeah, also the kind of company I was targeting. I checked the recommendation that Daniel gave me about the big company or the small medium companies, and I realized I'm the person for the small medium companies. I'm the kind of a person who would love to make the difference in a company. Would like to be the man that is solving issues directly, who can involve all the company to solve an issue for a client, for a project, and so on. And the other guy, the guy I met during these months, they told me you are not the right person to go to be in a to work in a company that has got thousands or millions of employees.
Hmm.
You will become a cog, as you said, Daniel,
Yeah,
many
cog in a
times.
machine, exactly.
Not a cog in a machine, and you will become depressed. So because they got to know me and they told me this is the right person you are. You are this kind of person. So this helped me a lot and motivated me a lot. So now right now I got the result. I'm certain of what I'm looking for. I'm certain on where I am on my learning curve and towards the goal of my professional life. So now I'm hired in an Italian company in area Milan area. I do the job I love, and this company has got clients in France and UK, all around Europe, by particular in France. And so I have the chance to get in touch and to learn French and
That
how
is
to,
awesome.
yeah. So even if it's not a Swiss company, that was my original goal.
Hmm.
They have these features I need to move forward towards my goal, my professional goal. So I know it's just a step, but now I know how to get to the next step. While before getting in touch with Daniel, I didn't know it. I I know it might sound it's very positive for me to have the time and the resources to get in touch with him and to attend these courses
Hmm.
because they made me change my mind, and now I'm happier doing my job because I have a plan and know where I am now.
Wow, okay. That is very, very powerful. That's amazing. Especially the thing you mentioned before, even though it's just sort of a step in between now and the future in Switzerland. But I think the most important thing you just mentioned is you're now doing work you love. So
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing that now changed is doing just work to doing work you love, and I think that is already a massive, huge step towards of course, going to Switzerland, but also to realizing that there is much more out there than just doing work. That is amazing. Wow. Okay. Very,
Absolutely.
very interesting. Good, good, good. And what were kind of the strategies specifically that you used to get in contact with people?
Yeah, I know it was at the beginning very tricky, because you can feel embarrassed. You can feel, oh no, but I don't know what to say and how to say it. But I followed your instructions, and really I tried to get inspiration from the template you
Hmm.
gave us during your courses. And I said to myself, okay, following the idea that you are not asking people something to do or giving you a job, uh, okay, how would you like another person? How I think another person would love to receive an email that is, okay, I would share this with you. I think this is valuable. And the strategy was simply to stay in the minute, to be a linchpin, as you
Very,
suggested.
very nice.
That specific book of Seth Godin you.
Yes.
And I realized that this strategy, to be in the middle, to be the person that is up to date, that is always ready to share context, ideas, cool things, also nice events, not for sure, the new ideas and new strategy for the market, is amazingly collecting people around you.
Yeah.
And you have issues to manage all the incoming calls, the incoming emails, the invites, and so on. So this was exactly what I did. The only strategy was think a lot before asking for something, and thinking a lot to my target. What this person could be interested in.
Wow.
Uh,
That
I
is
think
impressive.
and develop it.
That
Yeah.
is impressive. So basically, a major thing you did was personal branding. So you basically you put out amazing information out there. People like things that you believed in, and that way you basically draw you attracted people to you that believed in the same things, and therefore people connected with you because they saw you as an authority, and they saw that you are a person that is interesting and worthwhile to connect with. So you basically turn the thing a bit around. You put amazing information and amazing things out there. You put yourself out there as well, and that way you you got the people to connect with you rather than starting the other way around by just going out there and asking for a job. You basically first check how can you help people, how can you make their lives easier, and yeah, basically how can you help people and take their career to the next level or their business to the next level, or generate some ideas and get some inspiration for people. That is incredibly powerful. That is very, very interesting. Thank you so much for sharing that.
The other thing that you told us, and I found incredibly true, is that the HR department, don't waste time with HR departments of the big companies. And it's true. I've never have a good interview with this. A good interview possible, but not an interview that is exactly made by the person who'd be hiring me directly, who's willing me to do this and that. Mark, I would like to cover this list of things. I've interviewed with many, many, many HR person that know only a little about the position.
Yeah.
So it was a huge waste of time. I realized is not the way I'm going to get the job I'm searching for. So this is another part of valuable that you gave me, Daniel. And so I really appreciate it.
Very, very good. Very good. Okay. Excellent. And what I mean, what led eventually to the job that you have right now? So what was what were the circumstances that led to this amazing job that you got right now?
Basically they were not searching for a project manager. So I get in touch with them following exactly your instruction. They were amazed of the way I contacted them. They told me, oh, okay. I love the way you contacted us. I love the way you described how you can help us to develop our business.
Wow.
And so we are going to, no matter if we have a seat for you, but we will rearrange the business around the fact that we have you.
Wow.
So I was, it never happened to me in my entire life. I'm about 40 years old, so it never happened to me. So it was amazing. So and right now I'm never, tired to get into the office because
Wow. Amazing.
I'm there to make something valuable, and these guys recognize this.
Exactly.
It's amazing for me, really.
So that is really interesting. So because so many people just communicate their skills and their education and things like that, but what you did is you communicated the value that you bring into the company. What benefits do you bring into the company, and you communicated that in a way people understood it, and in a way that the hiring managers and the decision makers understood how you can make the business more valuable. And because of that, of course, they were hiring you because of your personality and nothing else. So this is
Exactly.
very, very interesting. So can you share a little bit about the details? What exactly do you communicated?
Basically, I started very simple LinkedIn connection. This
Hmm.
company was very interested in this company. They have great clients, good projects, and I started searching and investigating what they were doing for who and how. And I said to myself, okay, how many projects they might have? How can I get more information about them? And I asked peers, former colleagues, even clients, if they ever work with them and how. I collect a reasonable amount of information I used during the first phone call I had with one of the managers in this company, the top managers. And he realized I was informed, that I was willing to provide them specific items that will increase their business in specific areas. They had issues in the past, and so they said, so you're not, you know this, you know also this. So I create the link between, okay, this guy know about me. So no matter what, but I want to meet this guy to know how and why he's interested about us. And I had the chance to meet them face to face. What I was communicating is simply straight to the point. This is what you can get from me because I suppose you have these kind of issues, and this is the value. You pay me this money, I can give you this value out of this money. They were completely busted because
Wow.
they said, ah, so this is your offer, no matter who I am. You are not interested what I can do with my certification, my profile. Doesn't really matter. This is matter for you.
Yeah.
There was a moment of you know unrest, but they were so happy and were so fascinated that they didn't thought a lot about how much money I have to pay this guy. It was okay, call the HR department and go for that. But
Yeah.
decision is taken.
Yeah.
So it was, every light was green from that moment for onwards. So was the story.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really amazing because if you do that, there's so many things that are happening. You're not just because you're not telling them I would please like to have a job with your company, which is completely useless. But you're telling them this is what I can do for you, and this is the value that I create. And based on that, I think this is the money that I can earn from that. And you
Exactly.
know what that in many cases also creates is a completely different salary because your salary is not based on the market solely and not based on what they think they want to pay you, but you create sort of a big part of that salary yourself because you tell them, look, this is the value that I create, and this is what I think it is worth. That is impressive. Wow, amazing.
Another tricky thing I can share with you is refer to their competitors.
Okay.
I know that guy in that I've been. It was true. It was not, I didn't say false things, but refer to their competitors to let them know that you know exactly who are their competitors,
Yeah.
what they're doing, and how. So to position yourself as someone, okay, this guy know his thing. Otherwise, okay, I'm a project manager. That's it. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly. Wow. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Good. Good. So basically, how the whole thing started is with a simple LinkedIn connection, a simple LinkedIn message, and
Yep.
then you just applied all the strategies and communication that finally got you there. Wow. Okay. Very very interesting. Good. 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 And what would you say was the main thing that made you successful in your quest of getting a job?
Well, basically later they told me, well, the guy that basically I get in touch for the very first time in the company, he told me that it's all about the attitude of not asking.
Hmm.
It told, you were there, not selling things, but like peers, like colleagues. They were there and sharing thoughts and sharing. Okay, this is a business opportunity for us all. Want to go for it? And they say it's very not used, not unused. Sorry, it's not common to
Hmm.
have this kind of attitude, and it's all about feeling confident. They say you were looking so confident, and we said, okay, this guy can support us. on these issues that we have from a long time. Then they started sharing the issue they had. They were sincerely open the problems, and I jump into the
Wow.
opportunity, say, they have this opportunity, so I have this other solution for you. From that moment when they opened there, okay, because we had the problem managing people, managing the technology, managing, so I jump into the opportunity and
Wow.
grab the chance.
That is fantastic. That is amazing. So you basically you took the unconventional approach of not, just telling what was on your CV once again, even though they already read it before, but you asked them questions and you brought in your thoughts, and then based on what they told you, you saw how you can provide value, and you did that, and you showed them what you can do for them. They saw that this is a chance, and that was the reason they hired you. Wow, that's really amazing.
The CV, you refer to the CV. I've never shared a CV with these guys.
Interesting.
Never shared
Interesting.
CV. You are graduating in what? Okay, go to my LinkedIn profile. You can read. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Interesting.
Doesn't really matter.
Okay, that is good. That is very interesting. That makes me very, very happy to hear that.
I know this. Yeah.
And what would you say? What would you recommend to other people looking for a job, either in Switzerland or in their home countries? What would be your recommendation? Where to start? What approaches to follow, or what principles?
Yeah, I do start from following your courses. To be honest, I really find myself changing my mind, my approach to job search
Hmm.
when I attend your courses, because it's not because it's me and you talking now, really,
Yeah.
because I realized I was making a lot of mistakes. Always saying, searching for on the internet, searching for jobs. I didn't realize this was useless. So remove from your mind the bad habits and focus on what you can give the other people, because you are valuable.
Yeah.
Probably you are not aware of this, because feeling a cog, you are not feeling valuable, but you are so valuable that you will find for sure someone that is not aware that needs you. So it's all about you to go outside there and get in touch with the right people, and to that everybody knows that you can give this and that to those people. And okay, then this connection happened. So I find myself really amazed how when I changed my mind, everything was going automatically, naturally. So it's not a problem to meet new person, because I have the 3 minute speech I've created and mentally recorded
Yeah.
that I have to say. Three things, simple, clear, straightforward. When I have an interview, these are the main things to start over.
Yeah.
No matter who I am, what I've been studying, forget.
Exactly.
So it's becoming okay. This is the right what I have to say in this situation. What I have to say in that situation. It's amazing, it's amazing, really. But this because you explain me. This is the crucial point to get a job. But I was been searching for a job many times in my past, but I didn't do this way, and probably I didn't find the right job for me because I didn't follow the right steps. So this is I'm quite confident to say so.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you so much for that recommendation, especially. And so what you're saying is basically the why. What you talk about is the why, how, what statement. So the main thing that you always had in mind was your why, right? Because when you have your why in mind, there are no different situations need a different speech. If you have your why in mind, that's the thing you start in an interview, in an email, in a phone call, in an email message, doesn't matter where, because that's what you believe, that's what you stand for, that are your values, and if you communicate that, that will automatically lead you in the right direction, and will help you much more to gather people who share similar values around you, and because of that, people then can guide you, people can give you advice, people give you inputs into their business, into their projects, and all of those things that will then lead into referrals and introductions. They did, wow, that's amazing. That's really interesting. So the foundation there was really the mindset change, the change. I mean, from what I understand, the change that you don't have to communicate that you are a project manager and have this education and that PMP certification, etc. But rather say, this is what I believe and this is what I stand for. And then based on that, you can then still tell, you know, what you do in your job and things like that. But always start with your beliefs and what you stand for.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
The power of what you really believe is incredibly strong when you communicate it, because you don't have to cheat. You don't have to say, okay, I love project manager. It's completely clear that you don't believe in something. But if you strongly believe in something, there is nobody is unable to communicate this. Oops, sorry.
No problem.
Sorry. Mobile
Don't
phones.
worry.
So I do believe this is the only tool, the most powerful tool for me. But I think it's very personal. That my why statement could be completely different from others.
Yeah.
I find mine, and it's all about this. Boy, the what I can do for that specific company, that specific market, is another story, but is the third thing, and probably not the most important.
Yeah, so the why statement really sets you apart. That's the thing that makes you stand out. That's the thing that makes you unique, basically, because nobody in the entire world has the exact same why statement as you have, but there are hundreds of thousands of project managers out there. That, you know, being a project manager doesn't make you unique. Having the highest level certification in project management doesn't even make you unique. It just makes you maybe rare, but certainly not unique.
No.
But what makes you unique is your beliefs, what you stand for, and your values. Wow, amazing, amazing, very, very good. So, you know, the tagline of Jodico is career excellence through relationships.
Yep.
And what does that mean for you, for yourself, for your career? What does that mean for you in your specific situation?
Yeah, well, I do believe is exactly what I was searching a place where this is crucial, and in particular to have a set of skills that allow me to be the person in a company that is not okay. I can do Java, I can do JavaScript, no matter what it is, but that is able to do this networking even when I'm hired by a company. Because I find in many companies in Italy, but also in Germany and France, they are searching for a person, they are connecting the dots, they are connecting the people, let them talking, let them communicating properly. Not, okay, you don't have to make the risk analysis of the Monte Carlo simulation, no matter what you have, you can do it specifically, but that this networking thing is crucial. I'm searching for a new contractor. How I can find it if I don't know anybody doing this in this technology? This is networking, because if I've been searching, it's easy to me to put this information into my machine and to find new contacts. If I'm searching for hiring a new person, I'm not hiring through an agency or an HR company. I do this and say, okay, guys, you have to follow this way to do it. And so I can teach also how to do the right things for my company. And it's worked. It worked because we hired another person last week following this way. Yeah, with direct contacts only. And probably we found the right person. So even in a moment of crisis or unemployment, we find the right person, and he was not searching for us, not searching for a new job. But following this way, we found it. So even in my company, I'm, oh man, something that is also valuable, the tool and the way. So also I share with these guys that is not my story, not something I know, but you teach me. And so I refer guys, this guy is making this job. So I don't want to pay for this for sure. I'm joking. It's incredibly working also for a company that doesn't know this, and they try to learn how to do things in their own everyday working output.
Very good, very good. So thank you so much for sharing this story. I think it's going to be amazing value for the community to see how you do it in all the details, how you did it, and where can people find you? Can people connect with you somewhere if they want to, or?
Sure, on LinkedIn, my profile, Marco Dal Santo, is open to any request. I don't do I don't know the so-called bad bad way, you know. So if anybody can contact me, I'd be more than happy to share my experience and to promote the connection of the courses, because I found them incredibly useful for me.
Very good, very good. Maybe just a thing to mention here. So people, if you want to reach out to Marco, make sure you write a very powerful personal message in the connection request. Don't just send a standard message, because he's not going to accept it.
No worries, no worries.
Very good, very good. So thank you so much, Marco. It was a pleasure and an honor talking to you. And I wish you a lot of success in your new company, in the job you love, and in the company that you are meant to work at, and also for your future career. So thank you so much for everything,
Thank you, Daniel,
and
for
have a fantastic day.
have a fantastic day, you too.
Thank you.
Cheers, bye bye.